Before we start, I just wanted to announce that the Flashverse will be getting voice actors soon. If you want to audition to voice some of your favorite characters, click the link in the description. I also wanted to announce that there is now an official Cinema Hero Discord. If you want to hear exclusive news about the Flashverse and this channel, and have a place to talk movies and comics with some of your favorite creators, like JT Videos, TMM, and Lewis Films, then join through the link in the description. Let's get started with the episode. We open in an alleyway next to Central City Bank. A white van parks and two men get out. The men are revealed to be Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, played by Adam Driver, and Mick Rory, aka Heatwave, played by Michael Mando. In and out. No one gets hurt. Yeah, whatever you say. Captain Cold and Heatwave rob the bank, and they manage to make it out with a bag full of cash. Before they leave, Heatwave seals the bank doors shut and lights the building on fire, laughing maniacally as he does it. "What is wrong with you? They're all gonna die." "Yeah, that's kind of the point, pal. I said no one gets hurt. This breaks the code, we went over this." Snart breaks down the door and tries to put out all the fire using his freeze gun, saving as many people as he can. The last person he saves is a little girl. Once Snart frees her from the bank, she looks up at him and asks, "Who are you?" "My name is Captain Cold." Barry runs around Central City as the Flash, stopping crimes. It seems like he's able to do his job more efficiently now that he doesn't have to worry about working for Garrison Slate. He passes the bank and sees that it just burnt down. Firefighters are putting out the remaining flames and comforting the people that were trapped inside. "What happened here? Is everyone okay?" "The place was lit up after a robbery. Luckily, some new hero saved all these people." "I saw him. His name is Captain Cold." Hearing this makes Barry incredibly suspicious, but he has no time to dwell on it. He's extremely late for work. Barry rushes into the CCPD crime lab and tries to avoid Captain Singh as he heads to his lab, but it's no use. Captain David Singh, played by Cal Penn, approaches Barry and drags him into his office. "This is the fourth time this week you've been late, Alan. I'm not even mad anymore. I'm worried. What's going on?" "Nothing. I've just been oversleeping and having car troubles. If you don't shape up, I'm gonna have to fire you, Alan." As Barry's working in his lab, Mikey walks in. "You said you wanted to meet up?" "It's Snart. He saved a bunch of people from a burning bank. Everyone's calling him a hero. I thought this guy was evil. Leonard Snart's always had a moral code. He doesn't let innocent people die." "How much do you know about this guy?" "Quite a bit. He uses a specialized freeze gun that can reach absolute zero." "No, he can't. That's impossible. That kind of tech hasn't been invented yet. How would he be able to create that?" "I don't know, Barry. We think he just found it somewhere. I'm not a scientist. Don't ask me these kind of questions." "Okay, whatever. So why is Snart trying to kill Garrison? What did he do to him?" "I do not know. Garrison never told us, so it must be something serious." After Mikey leaves, Barry goes on break and sees that August is back from San Diego. "How was your trip?" "Pretty good. We went on a submarine voyage to find Atlantis." "You went looking for Atlantis in the Pacific Ocean?" "Say what you want, but I could have sworn I saw a merman." After talking to August, Barry checks in on Darryl. "How are you doing?" Surprisingly well. It's a miracle I'm even alive. The doctors say they don't know how I was saved. We cut to an abandoned warehouse, the base of Captain Cold and Heatwave. Snart pulls out his freeze gun and points it at Mick. I told you, no killing people who don't have to die. We went over the game plan, we went over the code. This is not how we get to our endgame. Our endgame? This is your endgame, Snart. I don't give a shit about your code or your endgame or your stupid vendettas. I signed up to watch the world burn. You know that's what you're doing, right, Captain Cold? You're burning someone's world. You're not a good guy, and I'm all here for it. Snart pulls the gun away from Mick's face. I know I'm not a good guy. And you're right. I am gonna burn somebody's world. Back at the Central City Police Department, Iris West walks in and sits down to talk with Shire. Miss West, there's only one reason you'd want to talk to me. Have you changed your mind on my offer? Yes, actually. My popularity's going down. I need something big. Bigger than any article I've ever written. And right now, the biggest thing I can think of is exposing the Flash's identity. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you to find out who he really is. That night, Barry runs around the city, staying on high alert for Captain Cold. That's when he sees flames in the distance. Barry runs towards the fire and sees Heatwave lighting random things up while laughing maniacally. Mr. Flash, my boss wanted to meet you. Stop this madness and bring me to Leonard Snart. Nuh-uh. Right now, it's you and me. Mick blasts his flamethrower at Barry, but he dodges it, focusing more on putting out the fires than taking down Mick. As he's dodging the blasts of fire, Barry is twirling his arms in a circular motion, trying to create a vacuum to put out the fires like he did the last time he fought Heatwave. He's able to put out some of the flames, but there's way too much for him to handle all of it. That's when he sees a little girl trapped in one of the burning apartment buildings, screaming for help. It's the same girl that Captain Cold was talking to at the bank. The firemen arrive and tell the Flash that they can handle it, and he needs to go catch Heatwave. Not knowing how to save the girl, Barry goes after Mick, but unfortunately he escaped while Barry was trying to put out the fires, and is now nowhere to be seen. When Barry gives up and goes back, he sees something that breaks his heart. The parents of the little girl are on the ground crying. She died. The next day, Iris goes out to interview several of the Flash's witnesses. She asks them all kinds of questions, like what did he look like, what did he say, and what direction did he go in after a fight. She gathers all her information and heads back to her office to meet with Shire. What did you get? For the most part, already known information. He goes by the Flash, he wears a red suit, and he runs really fast. Nothing that can help us. But then I realized something. Iris pulls out a map of Central City with several push pins and strings connecting them. This is a map of where all the Flash's fights have been, and the direction he heads when it's over. What do you notice? After every fight, he goes in the direction of Star Labs. Iris, I'm gonna need you to make a few phone calls. I need to pay Garrison Slate a visit. Back at Captain Cold's base, Snart is yelling at Mick. You killed a child? What is wrong with you? Snart pushes Mick to the floor and points his gun at him. This is it. It's over. If you don't leave right now, I'm pulling the trigger. Mick picks himself up and backs towards the door, frightened. You can't do this. You need me. We're partners. We both know that I have other allies. Shire arrives at Star Labs and asks to speak with Garrison Slade. What happened to you? You look awful. It's been a long couple of weeks. What do you need, officer? I was wondering what you know about the Flash. Garrison sighs. Follow me. Garrison takes Shire into a room full of security monitors and plays some footage. Shire watches the monitor closely as the Flash steps into the laboratory and takes off his mask, revealing his identity. Shire's jaw drops. The Flash is Barry Allen?